in support of the ban of the Road Transport Employers Association, and also the Employers Association are not happy with what is happening in the state. So, Mukaila, what do you have to say about that?
Well, the TUC ordinarily are not supposed to be a one-sided organization. You will recall that when the NLC called out their members some time ago, the TUC decided to abstain and said they are not joining. But while they are in support of this, there's not much information about their reasons. But majorly in Lagos State, the only authentic that was backed by law is the Park and Monitoring Committee that is on ground. And by allowing the road transport, whatever, to operate on the same line with road and park that is recognized in Lagos State, I don't think there will always be conflicts here and there. I'm sure that the TUC decided to support the road transport to achieve their aim or to remain in Lagos State for the simple, probably for their own service reasons, because I don't see any reason why we should have two operators running. In the days of NURTW, we all know that it's NURTW. They only have some other Okada, Marwa, and all this in affiliation with NURTW. But all those ones now are in affiliation with Road and Park Committee going on in Lagos, being run by the mighty Oluomo. So that is the way it is.
There is something here that I would just like to say, yes, because I believe the Trade Union Congress actually have very significant reasons, very important, why they are coming out to protest about it. Because what I can see in my front is the national president of the TUC, Festus Osifo, who made the protest known on Friday that they are coming to protest. Is not just about the road union transport workers alone, employers. Some other affiliated bodies are joining them, that includes the Petrol and the Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions, among others that are coming. So I feel like it's not like a one-sided kind of fight, and I feel like the TUC is disengaging themselves from the NLC, because they feel like the NLC is acting like there is no go. People are expecting the NLC to put in more action, and probably they have not even come to a proper consensus to say let's focus on the same thing. So it's like there's a division. They are brothers. The TUC and the NLC, but it's getting to look like there is something motivating the NLC, and they are working less.
In the course of our discussion,
yes,
in our previous segment, we made reference to this. When the NLC called out people, their members on strike, to go on strike, what happened? The TUC abstained. They said they are not going. So they should expect this. Now, don't forget, you read in your tracks there that they said the employer association, the bankers, and the go-to banks, they are operating. Go-to banks, they are operating right now. No civil servants will follow them. For what? Are they under them? They are not under them. So all these things are just the imaginary thing that is coming out from journalists.
Do you feel there's a political influence or a sort of political motivation to this?
This is a state that is independent of a lot of things. If the House of Assembly promotes a law, and the law has been approved, seconded, and been made to be the law, sure you understand, and it has been sent to governor, and the government has put its assent on it, what else do you want? That's what will remain in Lagos. Tomorrow they may change it, but as it is today, that is the condition, that is the situation. So they can go and check their strike. Go and check. I understand now that they are now at Alausa. Go and check their strike. Go and check the type of people that are behind them, the this, the that. No, all these things we are saying, They should allow governance to remain. Let us have, you see, Nigeria, things are not smiling the way we expect it to be. We expect Bola Tinubu as the Bujebudanu man, the man that used to make people happy. When you get to his house, you cry. By the time you are out, yes, it makes you happy. But on getting to that saddle as the number one, it's never an easy task. Never. So,
do you know how many people will come to his house crying to him at this time?
Well, would they be able to get to him again?
As much as they will not be able to get to him, the numbers too will multiply of people that are crying.
That place is just there now.
But
that place is just there now. So they should, you see all this strike and this and that. He has answered them. Salary has been increased. So many things has been done.
Not general.
Well,
the salary has been increased, but not general.
I don't know the major there.
Yeah, because the memo that we saw does not generalize the old civil servants under the federal government.
You don't understand. You see, in order not to create unnecessary hyperinflation, in order not to create that. You see, let me tell you, many years back, when they increase salaries, they don't say increase salary. There are so many things under salary, configuration of salaries. There are so many things involved. So what they do now...
Can you state so many things because of lay people that are likely to be
okay, when you say salary, you have basic salary on your payslip.
Good.
That one is X amount. Other things, you have housing, you have transportation, you have this, you have that. During Obasanjo time, decided to condense virtually everything. You know, in those days, in the days of our fathers, we normally expect, I would say because I want to go on leave in December, they'll give you leave allowance. Now everything has been condensed. You cannot even say. But Lagos State is still giving that. Some states are still giving that. But at federal level, everything is
general, it's compiled together.
It's just a single sheet. But on the media side, you understand, they call it weigh-in allowance. And that one too is not known to people outside. They can decide to increase that weigh-in allowance.
And leave your salary, the major salary.
You shoot your salary up.
Oh, okay.
If you definitely shoot your salary up, if I'm earning 50,000 naira now per month, you understand, and my weigh-in is say 60% of 50,000 naira, what would that give you?
Of course, it will shoot your salary.
That would give an average of about, I will be collecting like 80,000 naira. Has my salary not been increased?
Of course it has.
So these are the problems we have. And the reason for doing all these things is not to the woman selling atta, the woman selling pepper. You understand? Once he knows, you now say, cost of transportation have increased. So look at what they're hiding on the cost of transportation. It is only in Lagos State that they've provided more means of transportation. They provided more transportation. Means of transportation. And again, BRT from Abule Egba to Oshodi was normally about 500 or 600. Now it's about 200 naira. It's about 200 naira because someone said 50%
deduction from every means of transportation
in Lagos. So if you now say you want to go to Uber, that is your problem. Someone doesn't have any right on it.
Because it's a private business.
It's a private business. So these are the problems we're having.
Of course.
I don't mean it's government that control everything. And don't forget, our people today are always in a hurry. They are always in a hurry. So tell me the effect of this union.
I think you will not blame them for being in a hurry because they've been patient for long.
There has never been a time we have been patient. There has never been a time anyone has been patient. It's like you know your child will go to bed by 6:30. If you're anybody now, by 6, you will have had your dinner. And anything after 6, you are doing it on your own. And what does that mean? You have to go for prep, from prep straight up to bed.
I would say something. Do you know the pain that people have in them when they see politicians spending money, lavishing money, taking their children abroad for schools, for vacation, and you feel that all those money, all those taxes are being removed from your daily sweat? You are actually suffering. That's them losing their sanity. That's them losing their patience. Right. Have you ever been in your streets? Your neighbors, they have electricity, but you don't have electricity. You are paying the same money, and you don't know the cost of that thing, and nobody's talking.
There was something on the media, on the social media, I think last week, if I'm correct. I think last week. The President of the United States
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, was returning from the G whatever they went for.
In India.
G20 summit.
Do you know the number of escorts? Plane up there that was with them. Up there, not on ground. Up there. More than 15 planes. Different type of planes. Protecting him.
That's what the Constitution
Well,
says.
this takes me back to what Tinubu said just recently. You know, he talked about he was actually a poor person. He was not born rich.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will sit down and feel pity for themselves and just feel like the government is not doing well. So many people react differently based on what they are feeling. And sometimes, to be honest, our feelings may be wrong.
Yes.
We may be judging things wrongly.
Yes.
For the fact that we are suffering, it is not Tinubu that is causing your suffering.
No.
It is not the government that is, okay, let's say the government and the subsequent ones, the ones that were, the previous ones, I mean, probably they contributed to what you're going through. But you cannot blame a president for actually having anything to do with what is happening to you. Let me talk about myself. Now, I can't say I am a rich person. I can't blame Tinubu for making me not to be a rich person. I can't even blame my family for making me not to be a rich person. We talked about
And not
cost
to be born in a
breaking.
rich family.
Yes, but not to be born in a rich family.
Yeah.
You understand? If you feel there is something you are not comfortable with, what are you doing towards making yourself a better person? What are you because I know so many times some people will just sit down and relax, not doing anything. The next thing they will just look for the next person they are going to put their aggression or their anger on, which is really, really
What about
wrong.
some people who are working very? See, I know of somebody who invested in farming, in rice, invested about 80 million around that last year, June or thereabout, only for them to like, okay, we are buying maybe like 30, they imported those food. And before you know, the border was open. The border was locked by the president before. Now the president don't know these people. These people all know the president because it's their president. No one. And by the time the president opened the border, more rice came in and it spoiled their market. What did you say to that?
Real, that's his luck. For the fact that
What if he had used his property to collect money
for
from
the
bank?
fact that thing affected him doesn't mean it's not for the good of the country.
I'm just telling you, I'm just saying sometimes government policy can actually affect your good
course, it
plans
can.
too.
It can, actually.
You see, it's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. You see, there is a program called Why the Rich Cry. If you go read that book, you will understand what we are talking about. Last week, I entered into an argument with a truck pusher here on our street here when I was coming. This truck pusher was pushing his truck. He was about hitting someone. What did he do? He now stopped the truck. Beneath that truck, there is one serious iron under it that will put a brake to that truck's movement. And immediately he did that, it caused a pothole on this street. So how do you explain that? Let's assume 10 of them are doing that because they are looking for their deliverance. They are only after what they can get from the government.
And blaming the government.
And blaming the government. That's
for
what I'm
things
saying.
they are not also doing
That's what I'm
right.
saying. Now, will it catch their local government or whichever LCD that's running this, would they know that? And before you know it, the thing has become wider and wider and wider and causes accident.
That's true.
Well,
Then they will say it's the president.
We
Nigerian government.
we should let Mukaila go now. Please. We should
Well,
let
thank you
Mukaila
very
go
much,
now.
Mukaila, for having you here and then giving us your thoughts and
Thank you
sharing
for
your
having
thoughts on
me.
the
Thank you
program.
for
Thank you very much. At this time, we'll be taking a short break, and when we come back, the discussion continues.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Live News. The immediate past Minister of Youth and Sports Development Chief Sunday Dare, the federal government of Nigeria has taken punitive action against the sectarian. Nigerians have expressed fear over the possible shutdown of businesses and job losses.
See, things are just going higher every day.
For the fact that going from here to Ombalinde before was at 300, but now is at the high side of 700, 800.
The subsidy costs us trillions of naira yearly. Such as a vast sum of money will have been better spent on public transportation, health care, school, housing, and even national security.
Maiden trip and it has to go smoothly. I have my card and I'm hoping that everybody has.
At the breaking of the day, I thank my maker, say I see today.
My experience on the train, this is a welcome development, for Lagos. It was really, it was fast. And then we're able to get to our destination pretty okay. With this new innovation, I believe that traffic management will be way better in Lagos. Overall experience, it's an amazing innovation, and I look forward to more innovations like this in Lagos. Thank you.
From the fury of yesterday to fame.
The experience was very electrifying, very interesting. The students we brought really enjoyed the experience. We are from Lagos State Resident Registration Agency. Our card, like ID card, could also be used to board the train.
My experience was very smooth. The landing was very subtle. I really enjoyed it. And for commuters coming in from 2 to Marina, it's going to be a smooth ride. You have nothing to worry about. Understand that it's a fully energized train. Okay, so the speed and the travel time will be really, really reduced, unlike maybe flying a BRT or a public bus. It's going to be a very subtle experience.
Really excited. It was her first trip on the train today, and we came from Egomu to Marina, and it was very smooth.
Was it seamless?
It was seamless.
Did you enjoy the Wi-Fi as well?
Yeah. Oh, there is Wi-Fi.
There's free Wi-Fi. There's free Wi-Fi.
Whoever lies in this Calabar sexual case will go to jail. I will personally make sure that all involved in this shameful act shall be prosecuted and jailed. I am pleading with you. I want justice to be done. If you have complaints or you have anything to talk about concerning this case, head to the panel because investigation is still ongoing. Go there and lay your complaints, but don't lie, because if you lie, I will ensure that you're prosecuted, jailed, if found guilty. Please note that this is a very big opportunity for us to put an end for this numerous sexual harassment or false accusation. We must have to get it right, and justice must be done. Whether you're the vice chancellor, whether you're the professor or the student, any of you that lies will surely be prosecuted, jailed, if found guilty. My name is Barrister Mrs. Uju Kennedy Ohanene, the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs. Justice must be done.
This is Still Alive This Morning. Welcome back from the short break, and we have one of us, Damilola Aina. Dami, you're welcome. Yeah, I don't know why. Anytime I'm calling,
don't go back to that thing.
Anytime I'm calling, no. I'm
Leave
not
it
saying
like
come
that.
on. I'm not that cliche now. Anytime I'm calling Dami's name, there's this Damilola. There's this
Dami, are you the last one?
I use.
Do I look like one?
You do like one.
What did he say?
She's not the last one. She's not the last one.
Never. Tante, it's nice to see you.
Are you the first?
Nice to see you too.
You.
I get reason why they ask.
We are not talking about this.
It's not the first or the last. There's this papa pampering on her body and her actions. Even the reading now safe.
That's from God.
On God.
How
And
was
that's
the
on
weekend?
period. My weekend was fine.
Nice to see you guys.
Nice to
There's
see
been
you.
so much going on.
Of course, there's been so much going on. We've been discussing a lot. But another interesting story that we would want to start with is BB Niger should have been designed for solving national solution.
Yes.
Well, this kind of stories, Shehu Kuti said it, and it is actually a good suggestion. It is actually a good thing, but the thing is, people in these days, they really love to see bad things. BB Niger,
Do you want to define bad things?
well,
Maybe we should.
we have been seeing BBLs.
Yes.
We have been seeing a lot of nudity.
Yep.
People have been complaining. There is a major complaint about BB Niger, but you know the parents are the ones that are complaining. But you know they still said it that this BB Niger, people should just leave it.
Permit me to say, I think all over the world, sex sells. It looks like you want to even sell your telephone or your mobile phone, you use a beautiful woman, voluptuous, good to see. That phone will be sold. You want to sell even the tires we use in our cars. You get beautiful women driving a very nice car, comes out of the car, she's still going to sell the tire. So it looks to me that they're using it to project something. So, and that's why I use the word sex sells. However, I think it's actually not a bad idea Shehu Kuti raised there. Because in Nigeria, we've come to the level of, we're trying to match or merge with the Western world. We want to tell people that we are also there, forgetting that we have values, we have core values. Our culture and way of life may not totally identify with their style. But I'm not saying we can't do Big Brother Nigeria. Yes, it is very good if we're actually adapting it to save our face. How are we going to do that is what I think we should talk about here. How are we going to adapt this into, if you can permit me, it says designed for providing solution for national development. How do we juxtaposing national development and using BBN? Could it be that we have to come up with something different?
I know Rio has a lot to say, but immediately they turned BB Niger into what it is not now. They have lost it.
Yeah.
All the fans,
no more sponsorship.
No more sponsorship. All the people watching it are not going to go there anymore.
For BBN. You know what I mean?
Of course, we will have to.
For BBN.
Yes.
No, they shouldn't even go there.
Rio, what do you have to say? Why are you so quiet?
What is in that mind of yours, Rio?
You know, sometimes when issues like this come up, I always like to exercise many patience so I can get to see something to talk. So stealing from your intelligence, stealing from my intelligence, can guide me to know what I want to say. But to be sincere, Shehu Kuti might have come out to say, I just want to say something, Shehu Kuti, with due respect. The smokes, Indian aim that you come on social media to smoke, is there any other way by which you can use it for national development?
Or probably the fella's shrine.
Or probably your father's shrine. Is there any way you can use it for the national development? Because everybody knows Fella's shrine is only the legal place where they do illegal thing, right? The government knows about it, the police know about it, the NDLEA knows about it. So to me, what are you fighting? You are fighting drugs, and there's a place. Now you know that place cannot be tampered with. Is that what you used to honor Fela? Is that what you used to honor Funmilayo and some Kuti?
It is very easy to blame the government.
No, I don't. I'm not even blaming the government here.
No, what I'm saying,
because if whatever thing he has said, if the drug and all, no matter how small it is, can actually mess with people's mental health, mess with people's health, as a whole, and you're talking about Bibi Naija. To me, Bibi Naija has actually, helped most of these guys have face and give them fame. Maybe they don't just know. Maybe they need to redefine Bibi Naija, because, of course, before Bibi Naija, you have BBA, the Big Brother Africa. You understand? And Big Brother Africa actually produced Ebuka that we are seeing today. Was not even the winner. He was evicted in the show. And look at Ebuka today. He's a lawyer, apart from being a TV presenter, about being host or MC or a compere. Yeah, so these people wants to give you the fame, give you the platform. It is your own choice to get to the house and see if you want to show your body or you want to misbehave.
I actually think it should just be a platform to shoot you to the sky or to the sky.
But because that is it.
It qualifies to be a national statement.
No, that is why the cable that shows this program now gives a guideline, and there is a setting on their remote. You can even lock the channel if you don't want and they already told you that is 18 rated. So it's not like everybody. Yes, you will criticize them because they get to show the nudity, like you have said. It shows body and no one. But okay, the program is for mature minds, and trust me, it's not even this particular time does not even look like the one that they used to have, because this one is Bibi Naija All Star. All the people they brought to the house this time already own a platform, and most of them are ambassadors. So they are consciously in that house. They are consciously acting. Sometimes I feel like they play to script. Of course, when it's getting too boring, they ask them to play to script. And you can imagine somebody like Angel, like Shoma, somebody like, is it Venita and Adekunle?
You have been watching
No, trust me. No, trust me. The fact that I'm not watching, the fact that I'm not watching does not mean they spend almost 3 months. How would I know name? I'm a camera person. I'm a social media person. I just need to be updated. So sometimes I just say, let me see these people, let me see what. I've never watched an eviction show complete. It's either I sit and I stand up and I leave. But what I'm just saying is, it's still not a bad platform. If it's a bad platform, trust this government or last administration. Even during the COVID, they were part of the people who kept people at home not to be bored, and everybody gets to see. So they can redefine.
Okay, I agree with you.
If you do not agree, it's not me. I will not even fight you with it.
Too much work and no play makes Jack a dog. So see, either we like it or not, we need a little bit of entertainment. There's a lot of pressure.
But not to the extent of damaging our culture.
No, we can't damage.
So, somebody said go and check Bollywood, Indian movies.
What are you talking
you won't
about?
see sex, you won't see kiss, you won't see.
They started kissing. They started kissing in Bollywood.
My sister, they don't kiss.
No, they started kissing.
With the tongue.
It's not like it's, but they might have started. No, they might have started because trust me, they have gotten to the era where they should start. You understand? But when you talk about Bollywood of then, when we're growing up, even up till now, they've started, but it's not like rampant like America, like even Nigeria. Oh, they want to talk about Ghana. There was a time that Ghanaian movie became our favorite movie.
Is on the high.
Ghana for 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to watch Ghana movie to see
What's
Batson.
beautiful about Bollywood, not because I'm trying to praise them, they make it so believable, so convincing that you won't even feel that the person is not actually having it.
Because that time you want to kiss like this, somebody will just start singing. And the whole of the street that don't know us, we start dancing the same dance with us.
It's more of characterization.
Funny enough, we grew up watching Bollywood in my house because my dad felt that that was to an extent we started like we could understand even if they are doing it, and with no translation you would understand exactly what is happening till the end of the movie. Just because they are decent, they are modest in their movies, and we really appreciate it. But what we are saying is there's pressure right now in Nigeria, and that is why a lot of people who you don't even think watch Big Brother Nigeria, they actually watch Big Brother Nigeria. It's surprising me.
Politician, you said.
But even pastors know about it.
Funny enough, I'm not.
No, as a pastor, I think you should know about it.
You should know it so that
because
when you can say, don't open your body.
Because do you know one of the highest places where there is hypocrisy are religious houses. Because they don't talk about sex. Yes. They don't talk about.
And the truth is that sex is part of the matter.
But no, they don't want to talk about it in church. But they don't want you to think about it, to imagine it. As if our pastors are not giving birth.
And the funny
thing, I think they don't have wives at home.
I think they are not giving birth. How did they give birth?
The Holy Spirit it. Oh.
And the thing is, our young people are just, they are being misled outside because we in the home, we don't tell them the right things to do. A woman is growing up, you see a young lady growing up, her mother doesn't want to tell her anything because she's feeling like, if I tell this girl this thing, probably
I want to try it.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Education has been underrated. People don't talk about it as much as they should. Apart from secondary school, where you talk about health education, physical education, biology, and the rest of that about reproduction.
If I forget them, I'll forget biology.
People talk about sex education and education as much as they should, and I think it's a very important thing they should look at.
Of
look
course,
out for
of
in
course.
Nigeria.
We think like it is not. I don't really know why people don't talk about sex education.
I don't know.
Why are you trying to tell?
Like
in your mind,
we pretend a lot.
We pretend a
You
lot.
agree with me on that, even in the north. Would you agree?
We have come to that.
Will you agree with that?
Oh my God, don't make me laugh.
Because
too
we
much.
do it in Yoruba land. They
Yoruba will call it abosi.
Growing up, I can remember picturesque. If my mom
will you drink tea? No. Drink now. No. You want to drink?
Yeah. I think I was maybe 4 years old, and I was like, "Mommy, what is this?" I went to her bedroom. She said, "Go. It's called a prayer, something like that." I was like, "Go." And at 4 years, I can still remember picturesque. What happened? She sent me away. I was not like, why is she? As young as I was, I never forgot that incident till this time of my life. And when I grew up to know biology, health education, I was like, why was she lying to me? So the kids of this Z generation,
they even know.
They know.
Tell them is what you want to use to play. They will tell you the name.
School, I can label before I go to secondary. I can label the part of a woman, the part of a man, the duodenum, everything inside the.
What are you saying? In fact, I knew too much in my secondary school to the extent that.
Better they should allow us.
You know.
No, I am taking an excuse of the set and say, let it be ladies' thing. Because they are free to talk. But if I talk now,
educating people.
I know.
When they get to Big Brother, it won't be, they won't, they would, the way they're making it look is as if they've never seen men before. The men too is as if they've never seen women before. They need to coexist and, it's a Bini Boa affair.
But let's talk about this. Sometimes when I look at these people on social media, or let me just say, when I watch TV and see some people, being naked, I ask myself, do they have parents? Do they have parents?
Do you know it's not all of them you see being naked are not actually naked? That's the projection you see.
Well, that is the projection we see, but you are projecting something. And people are seeing it that way.
And you want them to believe it.
And that is what you want them to believe. And they have it already in their minds that this is how the thing is. But right now, me talking about, even if it's fake or not, having you as a person doing that, sometimes I ask, do they have parents? And to my greatest surprise, I see how some of them say, my mother is my greatest supporter, my dad is, I'm like,
you know the is she young?
You don't know we are in a state where...
I want to be popular, please do it.
I know I will help my daughter achieve whatever she would want to achieve.
Because she grew up in the 90s probably, and you had a good training. I mean, I would wonder why I wouldn't want my daughter to do better things than I do. You understand what I'm saying? Because she had a good upbringing. How many of them got the opportunity for a parent?
Sometimes you don't blame them. We are in the era where children are parenting their parents now.
You said that countless times, and I agree, because they do whatever, because they're paying the bills, they are doing a whole lot of, you know what I mean, and they don't care, and they believe that they're in the center stage of the world. And everybody's watching them. Even the parents will be begging them, please do whatever you want to do. Just stay famous.
Just stay famous.
Stay famous.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is the key.
That's the new world order. Stay famous.
Well, another one we'll be talking shortly before we close on the program today. A graduate. It was gathered that a graduate who just posted his picture posturing, telling his dad how grateful he is for taking him to school, sponsoring him, doing all that for him. Few days after, this person was traveling on a bike, that's in Kogi State, on a bike, and he was the one riding the bike. We got, I said we got there. They were on when they were riding the bike, herders were coming, and a cow attacked them. After 3 days, he died. Yes, that's a graduate of it. Yes, cow. So I'm like, we have gotten to this.
I just hope I will see justice for that guy.
Justice for him.
It's the
Justice
truth now.
for where?
Is it because if that guy was a celebrity, do you know how they would have been killing cows?
How can a cow kill a full-grown man?
And funny thing, his father is Okada rider.
Oh.
He went outside to prostrate for his father. I think it's at Kogi or thereabout. He went to prostrate for that. Daddy, thank you for saving all your money, sending me to school. So it is time for that man to enjoy, sit down and relax. You understand? What did they kill now? They killed is it the labor they killed or the fruit?
The fruits, the labor, everything.
So where that kind of man want to start from? That kind of man is already depressed, automatically depressed.
Yes. It can never be the same again. I'm trying to picture the event of the cow hitting the guy down. Would he have held on to the
Have you heard a statement of you can't be mad as cow?
I know they are mad.
As gentle as cow are. That like they are the biggest mumu in the world. They will see train coming. That's when they want to cross.
Sheep.
No,
okay. Cow. Ha. If they call somebody cow,
the biggest mumu.
You know, there's an animal that is alive as a cow, which is the bull. I would have wondered, in the Mexico,
bulls are wicked.
Bulls are the real wicked ones. So I wonder how.
You know how bulls they use for that sport?
Yes, in Mexico.
Cow.
Me,
I will see you like this and be approaching death like this until when you change that. But you see, when they get angry, have you seen a place where they want to kick out and they manage to escape?
Yeah, I've seen one.
You need to see the anger of the cow.
The guys had to run.
You need to see the anger of a cow.
Yes,
I'm telling you. But whichever way, I think, and that is one of the reasons why Wike is saying remove cow from Abuja.
No, I think the truth be said.
That's one of the disadvantages we have just seen.
All the cattle rearers should have a ranch. I see no reason why we'll be seeing cows on the streets. In Lekki, you will see cows on the streets.
Yes.
You would wonder that who are the rearers of this cattle? I wonder why at this level.
They are together with them. Sometimes they will just go further. They will just
such animals.
I'm telling you.
They may not look as wild as we think, but they're actually wild.
You just how can a cow? Even if a dog had bite or beat this guy, or you take him to the hospital. If cow get mad or get angry, the possibility of that person will die is high.
It's what it's
so all those gentle animals, it's like human being. We all have a demon in us. Everybody, no cap. That's why sometimes you get angry. That's why sometimes you just say, I can't control my anger. And that's why sometimes you see some people going violent with their spouse. It's because somebody actually awoke that demon in you to say, okay, I want to get angry. So as simple as we have good spirit in us, there's other bad spirit, because everybody has the ability to stab another person to death. But the spirit is telling you will be punished for it. So don't do it.
Coming from the north. Dami, you're not saying something. But we are coming from the north.
That's just one of your best businesses.
Knowing how, herders behave, if you get to kill any of their cows, what happens to you?
It's problem.
What happens to your entire community? You cannot even stay and say this is actually, because they will call.
Is it that they play the value cow more than a life?
They value cows more than, like if you kill, a full animal will tell you if you kill one cow is equivalent to like 100 people. So if you kill one, a whole community will go down.
I tell you.
So just imagine just the way Rio have said, what is going to happen? Is there going to be justice for this guy who lost his life through, a cow?
I would have, you understand? All that we eat.
So is it that they are just going to, his parents and everybody in the community is just going to keep quiet?
They're going to mourn him, and that will be all.
What happens to the...
Whatever thing that will happen, will you wake him back?
It's not waking back, but these people, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Will you stop them from taking cow on the road?
So many times when...
There are some places that, see, in Ondo, something similar almost happened. Do you know what happened? It was just a thunder lightning.
No, those people don't play.
Those
people don't play.
Like about 40 or 50 cows, they died.
I saw the visuals.
They died. No, you should be there. Is this lightning God's lightning? or human being actually called for it.
Are you advising Kogi people?
Honestly,
I'm not saying there's jazz in Kogi too. Man, there's big jazz in Kogi too.
Are you joking?
There's jazz everywhere in this country. You might not acknowledge it or accept it, but trust me, there's jazz everywhere. Even what happened to that guy, you might just spiritually look at it.
TV that they should go jazz.
No. Because if you go to court, if you are a witness, they will not bring you Quran or bring you Bible. I've never seen where they will bring on to say, come and cause or do it. So looking at from the place where this boy went with his signature cloth to go and prostrate for his father, do you think it's everybody in that place that is happy that that boy has achieved something? I know this thing might not be legal, like to say, how do you want to prove that it was spiritual? But does it not look spiritual? Is it the first year cow did not kill him? The second year, cow did not kill him. Third year, fourth year, until he finished his final papers and ready to go for NYSC, and he got killed by cow. We need to pray.
Okay.
We need to pray.
We need to pray.
Well, another thing.
Either normal or abnormal.
What I don't understand right now is something that got my attention. Rio, and I really appreciate you for always, coming really strong with this situation we have.
He's a spiritual man.
So this one is about the travel. We talked about Jakpada. But this is facing us now. And the president of the USA says, don't travel to Delta, Rivers, and 16 other states in Nigeria. He's advising the US citizens that they shouldn't come to Nigeria or to those places in Nigeria. What do you guys have to say about this?
Well, what is his intention actually? What made him say that?
Maybe our security situation.
Well,
are we that bad?
Yes, we are bad.
No. But what do you say about America? In Chicago, Illinois,
we are bad. We are bad.
Do you know the kind of gunshots?
But we are still bad.
Even their dog has a gun.
Yes, the licenses, but are they killing?
Does Nami have a gun? Do I have a gun?
If you apply, they will give you a gun.
Who told you?
If you do, they will. Whatever thing you go through, see, when you are in a state where there is a working system, it should happen. These people care about their citizens, either home and abroad. As a Nigerian, if eventually you become a citizen of the United States, man, you are under them. They look out for you. If you have problem in the country, if you call on them, they will come to your rescue. Not like our own country. When we had issue at Sudan, do you know how long it took the government? Of course, it was not easy. They need to pass through several borders, need to pass through Egypt, and then pack these people with vehicles, take them to Egypt before they fly them down to Nigeria. Yes, it's normal, but when you see a government that is looking after, it's not like they've confirmed that we have our people here. They are saying, we are not saying don't go to Nigeria or Africa, but these are the numbers of states and the names of states you should not go. That if you go and anything happen, they will come for your rescue. It might be difficult. But already, before one is beforehand, yes. So already they've told you. So know where you are going. Go. You can go to Abuja, you can go to Lagos. But you see, going to Borno, or you are going to Zamfara.
Is it Borno?
You are on your own. No. Don't go and do as if we did not tell you. So that's the government that's concerned about the well-being, welfare, location of its citizens. That's because they care. So our country can actually do better. The way we kill ourselves in this country without even having the license count, man, is worrisome compared to that place.
Well, he's actually concerned for his citizens. But another thing is, just the way I said, Lagos is a country on its own. Most people outside Nigeria, anytime you hear them say, I'm going to Nigeria, it is Lagos or Abuja they are going to. Because they feel that is the safest place in Nigeria. And of course, the most developed in Nigeria. So they feel like, okay, these are the places you can go. Talking about Rivers, I was thinking actually Rivers was okay. I don't really know why he's feeling like people should not go to Rivers. Wike, what happened?
No, because the last election actually said a lot about whatever these people have come to their consensus about where you should go and where you should not go. Because when you are doing something, you just think it's only Nigerians that are watching. No, the world are watching. All these things on X, I mean, the former Twitter, is on Instagram, is on social media. There was a time during this BBN that you guys are saying, if you Google the most bitter person, it will bring Sisi out for you. To say Sisi was very bitter. Do you know how many white would have Googled it to say, who is this? And they'll go read about you. It might directly or indirectly sell you out. Maybe negative or positive, but it's selling you out. She might actually get to the embassy and they say, are you not the one they say most bitter
bitter
person.
person.
You understand? So all these things actually tells on us. So there was hashtag river decide, hashtag, and it's trending. And once Nigeria should trend you, you are trending in the world. And sometimes some curious people will just say, what's trending? Rivers. Oh, let's go and check. Oh, they killed a copper that was trying to do this. Oh, they do this. They kidnap this. They kidnap this. Of course, they always know that some black always see the white as an avenue to make money. So sometimes, like, don't go to this place. But you are talking about Lagos, where the most populated black state in the world, where you have different tribes, different groups. In this, you have different everybody in Lagos. Like, Lagos is a combination of everybody. You understand? So, you know, they can't hurt you here. You have the American embassy. Aside, if they are not in Abuja, some are in Lagos. If Canada do not give you appointment in Lagos, they will give you will not collect appointment in Ekiti. You know, and when you are talking about, you know, international airport, reliable, you talk about the Muritala International Airport, you talk about the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. So if Nigeria should cross your mind, now what crosses your mind is Abuja, because it's the capital of the country, and the next one is the mega city, Lagos. So if you want to do business, you want to do it where you have the population, you do in Lagos. So when you are now going, yesterday, the deputy governor of Kaduna State was really hailing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia because they have really made impacts in Kano and Kaduna. So even the white coming, they have reasons why they are coming in. And I don't know, the United States president to have come out to say this and say that, I think they're just looking out for their people, and it's nothing bad, actually.
Well, true.
Well, I'm very sure they would say, you know, growing up in Plateau State and knowing how things have been, talking about crisis that has been happening in the states, I'm sure he is going to be one of the states, you know, he's going to say, don't go there. But most times, what they tell you outside is not exactly, excuse me, how it is. Do you know we can sit down here and they will call us and tell us that they are fighting in this very place and it's not true? So it's really, I don't really know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I feel like no matter what it is,
well.
this is Nigeria. Please, our country is a good country.
But don't forget that these people
people
have ambassador here, and these people are even major players when it comes to development in Nigeria as a whole. So they are not saying they did not ban their people from coming to Nigeria. They only selected some places, and either the news is true or the news is right. At least prevention is better than cure. So to me, it's not bad. If our country too is doing beautifully well in security matters, we won't be having this, because it's an embarrassment. Honestly, it's a national embarrassment for somebody to say go to Nigeria but don't go to this place, and then our politician will go out to say we are peaceful, we are this, we are that.
I think of Nigeria was not like this in the 90s. Speaking of which, Nigeria was one of the, or would I say, used to be one of the safest places to be. Unfortunately, I don't know who put us on this map.
It's greed that put us. Nobody did. It's greed.
I totally agree.
It's greed that put us where we are today. Because when you talk about example of the Boko Haram, it did not just start as a terrorist group. It started as a group of people living in a particular place, and because of greed, they were influenced. Just like that, once upon a time, you won't hear Fulani herdsmen. Once upon a time, you won't just hear the Fulani or the people who are cow rearers are just coming to stab or to kill. We were friends, and all of a sudden, somebody used, you know, advantage of their vulnerability, you know, to send a bad signal to the people. And before you know, also you can actually use these people. They started using, and the funny thing is, they always know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Somebody once told me, if you check how many cow, you know how many politicians that own cow, including the former president. The former president even said it's easier to control his cow than Nigerians. He said it out.
Humans. Well, don't be angry. Actually, let's go. Let's cool off. I think we need to cool off. Let's go on a break.
I need Lydia to let me make some tea.
Alright, as you call on Lydia, we'll have to go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please don't go nowhere.
Thanks.
Hello and welcome to Live News. The immediate past Minister of Youth and Sports Development Chief Sunday Dare, the federal government of Nigeria has taken punitive action against the secretariat. Nigerians have expressed fear over the possible shutdown of businesses and job losses.
See, things are just going higher, higher every day.
For the fact that going from here to Ombalinde before was at 300, but now is at the high side of 700, 800.
The subsidy costs us trillions of naira yearly. Such as a vast sum of money will have been better spent on public transportation, health care, school, housing, and even national security.
On Alive TV.
And they smile because
of course we need to smile. It is a Monday. Welcome back to Alive this morning. We've been having conversations. Of course, we have been having a swell time with Mr. Real. Please, if you hear me call him Mr. Real, it's not too much respect. I'm just trying to...
You have to respect me. I'm the only man on this set. I'm not even a guy or a boy. I'm a man. You think it's easy to handle two beautiful ladies like this on this set? I have to admit and agree to many things that you guys will say because I can't...
So are you trying to say we are not saying the facts, but you're just agreeing to the...
Are you joking?
Who am I to say you are not saying the facts?
So why are you saying you're just agreeing to it?
I must agree to whatever
you better agree to it.
Thank you very much.
Do you have what to say before we go?
Like I always say, whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you believe in, just have faith and stay alive. See you again.
All right, Real.
All right, nothing much to say. Thank you for joining us on Alive this morning. My name is Ambassador Robin Emmanuel Oluwafemi. I'll see you again.
Of course, and from me, myself, and I, this is all we have for you on Alive this morning. I hope you had a swell time, because we did. I hope you got all the information you need to have. Thank you for watching. Keep staying alive.